Boosie's the biggest street gangster rapper that's alive right now.
Fuck out here.
Be counseled.
You dumb as your mother. Bro, stupid.
You ain't no paperwork on Boosie.
Huh?
Ain't no paperwork on Boosie.
Support niggas that got paperwork.
Everybody do.
No.
That's the way of life now.
No, we don't.
You ain't been around one person that had paperwork.
I tell you, he's a rat and I'm doing business with him. Boosie act like he don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
On some real shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be real.
My dad looked out for a lot of people, and 50 ain't do half. Like 50 literally looked out for my dad more than people that my dad gave millions to. A cool, smart dude he was, because people have their own opinion or their own view of him. Like they don't really know how he is. Some people think he's this big gangster. Some people think he just, this big drug dealer. Like he wasn't none of that. Like he was a real human before anything. He was like a real family person. Like he loved being around his people, loved being around everybody, It wasn't like that he was just one big gangster, one big, like, mean dude. Like, he wasn't like that. He was cool. When I first met 50, I was still trying to find myself. My dad was calling me from jail every day. He was like, man, what you gonna do? I'm like, shit, I don't know. And I always knew I wanted to be my own person. It's just hard, to live up to my dad's name. And he called me one day. He's like, man, they looking at Terrence Howard and Nipsey Hussle, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to play me, but you gotta go to acting class so you can get ready. So I met 50. 50 put me in acting classes for 2 years in LA. Invested in me, paid for the acting classes. I had to go every day, two times a day, 5 days a week. In the morning, in the afternoon, come back home, study again, do the same thing the next day.
Wow, a ball player.
Yeah, but I put in the work though, and it showed me that 50 couldn't get me the job. I had to get myself the job. My dad couldn't get me the job. They would have hired somebody else that already had acting experience. I had no experience. So I was coming from the street to the screen, so they not gonna invest all these millions into me and I don't know what I'm doing. Watching my family go from having everything to having nothing, to my mom working her job just to pay for the bills and just to pay for me to go to a good school. I really watched that happen. Like I really was old enough to understand what was going on. And 50, that's what I appreciate so much from him, because he didn't just have the acting coach teach me how to play my father.
I saw this tweet by 50 Cent. Who is Tammy Cross? A lot of y'all don't know who Tammy Cross is. Tammy is the young lady that's been accused of always cooperating with the government to help Big Meech get out of his situation or lessen his situation. Because a lot of y'all say, how can a motherfucker do 30 years, 20 years, and then y'all still saying he snitched? Well, because he didn't get 50 motherfucking years. That's how that happens. But now motherfucking 50 Cent post that tweet asking about that, talking about he gonna do a documentary on that, explaining that. Man, how quick the tables turn. What happened between 50 and Big Meech, y'all? It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see, y'all. I can't think of one show that 50 has put out that I didn't like.
I want to send out a formal apology, to my man 50, because he had posted something on the Instagram, and he said, yo, Gene, if I said it, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like from his mouth to God's ear. But a lot of the stuff was said and that was done. I did some research, thanks to paperwork, thanks to Art over out there in Detroit, thanks to the two DEA agents I spoke to, and what I found out and this is my own personal feeling. It don't look good for Big Meech, who was somewhat of a hip-hop cultural icon that they made songs about. And I say this wholeheartedly. Feelings don't change facts, but facts will change your feelings.